In today's ultra competitive world, things are more expensive. Inflation is a secret tax that everyone ignores. Jobs are harder to come by. Happiness is extremely elusive. And your average person is having to work two jobs just to get by. Surely this can't be it, can it? In my opinion, it doesn't have to be. In 800 hours or less, you can absolutely transform your life and truly become one in 8 billion. Before we dive into what makes you truly unique, take a moment to think about your own skills. What have you as a person spent hours, days, or even years mastering? Now imagine combining those skills to create a version of yourself that no one else in the world can be. Here's the cool part. You don't have to imagine that version of yourself because you already are that version of yourself. So if you're finding value in this concept and want more data-driven insights like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button below. You'll join a community full of people dedicated to learning. Don't miss out on future videos where we explore mathematical and statistical ideas. Just to clarify, I'm not saying you can be the top 0.01% in your field, just that you can statistically be completely unique through perseverance and hard work. We're going to disregard age, race, and gender. Anything else you were given at birth will also be disregarded. This video will focus only on learned skills. For example, my name is Kasim and I am an alcoholic. Wait, sorry, that was the wrong video. My name is Kasim. I am in my 30s and I am a data scientist. I won't be using the fact that my name is Kasim or that I am in my 30s. I will be using the fact that I am a data scientist because that took a lot of hard work. I also happen to be the result of this idea I thought of a few months ago. I am truly 1 in 8 billion. I am a polyglot, a math undergraduate, a jiu-jitsu blue belt, someone who can bench 100 kilograms, I can code in Python, I read 12 books a year, I've completed 5 of all Souls games, and I play Tekken competitively. These are some pretty niche interests, and when we reframe our thinking around how many people are in the same pool as us, the number shrinks surprisingly fast. Being a polyglot means that 3% of the world's population are in the same pool as me. A generous figure to give to people who are math undergraduates would be 1%. People who are also jiu-jitsu blue belts are 10% of a smaller percentage that is less than 0.05%. How many people can bench 100 kilograms? Less than 1%. If you think the number is higher, you might be hanging around with athletic or sporty people, meaning just like me, you're subject to a type of bias. How about people who can code in Python, especially at a level required to be hired? Around 8.2 million people are said to be practitioners, but what does that even mean? Well, even then that leaves us with 0.1% of people. What about reading? How many people read 12 books a year? Surprisingly, in America, this makes up 15% of the population. A higher figure would be 0.02% for the percentage of people who have completed as many Souls games as me. Wait a minute, why are we counting gaming? Well, I've poured a significant amount of time into these titles and anyone who has played them will attest to their difficulty. On average, only 20 to 30% of gamers make it to the end. That leads me to my next point. I used to play competitive Tekken. I still wasn't very good, but I spent several thousand hours playing this game. 57 million people bought Tekken 8 and only 1% reached this rank. Given where my friends are currently and how good I was, I believe that this reduces our pool even further. As you can see, all of these skills make me truly 1 in 8 billion. But even if we take away the half-half skills, and I mean the 2 skills related to gaming, I'm still in a league of my own. And this principle can be applied to pretty much anyone. To reach the top 5% in any skill, we need about 100 hours. So statistically, our formula currently looks like this. As you can see on screen, this means you are about 1 in 25.6 billion. This is a rough approximation since I am sure you have a skill you've spent thousands of hours learning or perfecting, and there are likely skills that you share with a very large percentage of people. How many people have spent 100 hours learning how to make bread over their lifetime? I'd imagine a fair few. How many people took up yoga during lockdown? Millions. So whether it's baking, coding, martial arts, or something completely different, spending just 100 hours mastering a skill can edge you closer to being top 5% in that area. And when you combine 8 different skills like that, you're not just improving, you're becoming 1 in 8 billion, someone who's truly unique in this global marketplace. Another surefire way to stand out and be a part of a very unique group is by subscribing. Currently, I have 14 subscribers, meaning you can be 15 in 8 billion with very little effort. So, what are you waiting for?